How you doing, guys? Welcome to Into the Breach, a turn-based, grid-based strategy RPG game. This is the only game that I have 100%ed on Steam. The way you 100% games on Steam is you unlock all the achievements. You can beat the game, but not necessarily 100% the game, because you don't necessarily get all the achievements whenever you beat a game. You have to go back and do special stuff, which is just exactly what I did in Into the Breach. Now I will show you. I've unlocked all the squads, and I've beaten the game mostly on 2 corporate islands on all the squads. And the only time I went higher than that is when I reduced the skill level. So what I want to do here is I'll show you the squad that I beat the game with, which are 2 jets and a rocket mech. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try normal difficulties, but I'm going to try to get 4 corporate islands and then go to the final level for completion. Let's see here. Alright. We'll start with a level 1 pilot. I had a max level pilot, but we'll go ahead and start with a level 1 just so it's an even playing field. The first 2 islands I fully expect to 100% in the bonus objectives, and then we'll see about the 2nd and 3rd island, or the 3rd and 4th island. I'm sorry. All right, let's see here. Let's get into this. We are going to. I don't like blocking Vec. That can get tough and hectic when you're on the higher skill level on hard, or if you're on the other islands with harder enemies. This island is not that tough, but since we don't have to block Vec, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to end the battle with less than 4 mech damage and protect the emergency batteries. And for planes, you don't want to start them right on the edge of the map, or 1 square from the map, I mean, because they got to be able to jump stuff. Like, you know, if you start it here and an enemy lines up here, you can't jump them, you can't attack them. So you want to start, you know, within 2 blocks from the edge of the map. Sorry. And then let's see. We're just gonna start up like this. This should be fine. Let's switch these 2, because this guy drops smoke out from behind him whenever he fires. So even if he gets attacked from the front right here, he'll be safe. Alright. Okay. Alright, this is easy. This is pretty straightforward. So we're going to take this jet, and we're going to go ahead and dunk this guy. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to punch him into blowing up. And then I'm going to dunk this guy right here. And then the passive for the rocket mech is all the smoke is electrified. So any enemies in the smoke at the end of the turn will lose 1 hit point. Unless you upgrade the electrified smoke, and then it's 2 hit points, which is very overpowered and nice to have. So that's probably the first upgrade I'm going to try to get. Alright, moving right along. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy. That'll kill him. He'll be dead because the electric's going to hit him for 1 damage. And he's just hanging out there, so I can't do anything. So I'm just going to lay smoke right here. Why? Why not? It makes it easier in future turns. You want to try to take as many turns as you can, even if it's not going to be hitting enemies directly. Like, you can shoot these trees and catch them on fire, which will cause enemies to not go to those squares. You can drop smoke on squares that'll cause enemies not to go to those squares. You always want to take a turn, even if there's no enemies left to attack. Like, I'm going to hit this guy, it's going to push him, but those trees are going to ignite. And now no enemy is going to try to step on that square because they're going to catch on fire. Unless they're already on fire, and then, you know, they'll go ahead and step on it. Alright, then we're going to drop smoke right in front of this building. And we'll see how this goes. We should be able to wrap this up nice and tidy here. Alrighty. And because of her pilot passive, she's immune to webbing and smoke effects. So they just tried to web her in place and it had no effect whatsoever. So we're gonna kill you. We'll come over here and dunk you. He'll be dead next turn. And we can't kill either of these guys because we can only do 1 damage with a bomb and then 1 damage with smoke. But I'm gonna go ahead and dunk one anyways, just because why not? And that is 100% objectives on the first mission. Pretty easy. Now, it's taken me 100 and maybe 5 hours, 104 hours to get to the point to where I am now in the game. It's not an easy game. I will tell you that right now. It's easy to play, but it's a very hard game to master. Alright, and then these tidal waves destroy any standing enemy on those squares, except for your mech. My mech can stand in the water, and he'll be waterlogged, I think it is, or flooded, and he can't attack or do any actions, but he can move while he's in the water. Where these enemies, the normal ones, if they go in the water, they're dead. Simple as that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attack this guy, which drops smoke right in front of my coal plant, which is great because we got to protect the coal plant in order to get a grid hit point. And I'm going to dunk these two just like so. They'll lose 1 hit point each. Alrighty. And here we go. What do we got? Alright, no big deal. No big deal. Definitely no big deal. Okay, this guy's gonna die next level, because that's just gonna drop off, and he's gone. So what we're gonna do here is I'm actually going to shoot this way at nothing, but as you can see, if you look behind me, you see that little smoke icon that comes up on the opposite side of which I'm shooting? He's going to drop smoke out of the rear end of his vehicle as an exhaust, and it's electrified, so he's going to get hit for 1. But more importantly, when an enemy is in smoke, they can't attack. So we just protected that building. And then I want to dunk this guy. He'll be dead next turn. And then I'm also, let's see, if I move, he's going to shoot him for 1 hit point. So what I want to do is I'm going to move over here, drop some smoke here, just in case an enemy decides to walk over there and stand there. Alright, he's gone. That's 4 XP split among everybody. And he just got shot by his own teammate. Okay, we can still take care of this guy, that's no big deal. And he's immune to webbing. And then this enemy right here, don't worry about him. He's not going to be able to get his attack off because all these squares right here are going to fall off. So he's gone. Don't worry about him. We're going to go ahead and cancel his attack. Let's move you over here. We're going to dunk him, so he's dead. And then we're just going to dunk him for the sake of dunking. We don't have to attack him, but why not? Alright. And that's a 100% mission. Pretty easy. As you can see, when the map starts closing in like that, it can get a little hectic if you don't have the right squad with you. Alright, we can either defend the train or take less than 3 grid damage and protect the coal plant. Let's go ahead and do that. Because right now it's very easy to protect grid damage. So we're going to drop the planes here, and we will put the rocket mech right in front of the coal plant. Let's see how this goes. Alright, and that is a pod. The pod always contains 1 power for your robots, which can be used for upgrades. And then sometimes it contains either a weapon or another pilot. So let's go ahead and cancel this guy. As you can see, these squares right here, an airplane's going to come in and bomb them and kill anything in these squares. So we don't have to worry about him. He's going to die when our turn's over. And we're going to dunk him. And he's going to take one more damage, which will leave him with 1 hit point. And when this guy dies, what he's doing is giving everyone a buff of an extra hit point. So he's actually going to lose 2 hit points this turn because he's going to die. He'll lose 1 hit point, then he's going to lose 1 hit point from the smoke. And then I want to put some smoke right in front of the coal plant. Here we go. Now he's got 1 hit point left. Here comes the plane. Kills him, which kills the Hornet because he loses that bonus health. Alright, don't have to worry about him. He's dead. We don't have to worry about him because I'm going to move and then he's not doing anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to dunk this guy and kill him. And then I'm going to move here. We'll go ahead and drop smoke there just for the sake of dropping smoke. And then we'll drop smoke there for the sake of dropping smoke. I picked up the time pod. And you'll be able to tell what's in it after the level's over. They don't tell you until after you get out of the level. Alright, here we go. What do we got? Okay, so these 2 guys right here are gone. We don't have to worry about them. They're dead. We're going to go ahead and dunk this guy. Come over here. No, come over here. Dunk him. And if you're standing on top of one of these emerging mechs, you're gonna lose 1 hit point because they're gonna try to come up and you're gonna block it. So you're gonna lose 1 hit point, but they don't spawn. They stay in the ground. And then we'll go ahead and drop smoke there because why not? Alright, these 2 are gonna die. And that one, yeah, he should die too. Okay. So we just killed 3 enemies that turn. And blocked the mech from spawning. Alright, here we go. We need to move him, because if we don't move him, he's going to die. So we'll move him here, and go ahead and shoot this guy. It'll take 2 hit points from him, leaving him with 1, but it pushed him into electrified smoke, which means he's going to lose 1 hit point when this turn's over. And we're going to go ahead and dunk him. And just for the sake of dropping smoke, even though this mission's over. Alright, we are 3 for 3 on the first island. Not bad. It's actually pretty good. And I've only been at this for... Well, let's see what's in our time pod. Just a reactor core. Alright, that's an okay time pod. Alright, oh, our pilot got promoted. 3 grid defense. So, as you can see, it's up to 20% defense now. That means you have a 20% chance of avoiding damage if a mech is going to attack your building. Alright, and we've been at this for 11 minutes and 41 seconds. Now we just have to do 1 more mission. So we can either block the mech 3 times, defend the train, or do not kill the volatile mech. I hate doing those because that volatile mech still goes around and tries to hit your buildings. You're not allowed to attack them. And we don't have a lot of crowd control without doing damage on this squad, so we're not going to do that. We're going to try defending the train. And to defend the train, what we're going to do is hopefully nobody goes here. We do not want them to stand right here. Alright, he can stand there, that's fine. But the problem is, we got to be able to move all these mechs. So, let's see here. Yeah, we're not going to be able to defend this train. Let's reset the turn real quick. This train can't be defended. Unless... No, that's not going to work. Alright, well, we're gonna fail the objective on this one. That's okay, though. That's alright. We don't have to 100% the island. If you 100% the island, you get, like, they give you, like, a bonus gift at the end, which is either a pilot, a weapon, or grid defense. Alrighty, and now the train's not going to move, so we just have to defend the rest of the train. We can still get 1 star, and the stars you can spend on things at the end of the island. You'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and dunk this guy. We'll dunk this guy. Since the train's not moving, I'm going to try to keep everybody kind of in the middle of the map or down this way. Except for him, because he's got that long range attack. But the planes you want to keep, you know, on this half of the map. You don't want to go up here way away from the train. You want to be able to bail out the train if it needs help. Wow, and they really want that red guy dead. Alright, but what we're going to do, I'm going to dunk you. We're going to dunk you. And then I'm going to come over here like this. And go ahead and shoot you. Alright, so we lost 1 star on that mission. Not great. Usually I can 100% the first island very easily, but that time we just got unlucky. Alright, we got a mech reactor. And now the boss emerges. But first, I'm going to go to the plane here. And she's got 1 mech reactor for leveling up. So that's a free power. And then we also have 1 reactor core sitting in our inventory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the reactor core here. And I'm going to increase her range. So the plane can now jump 2 squares instead of 1. Which is dropping 2 smoke bombs instead of 1. It's going to make our life a lot easier. You're about to find out. So we're going to set him here. We'll set you here. We'll set you right there. Now, these boss fights, you gotta destroy the beetle leader. Or an orange enemy, like him. And then you also have to defend the corporate tower. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna back up and shoot this. And then we're gonna move over here and he's gonna drop. See his range now? He's got much more range. So I'm gonna go all the way across. Hit both of those, canceling both of their attacks. And then for him, I'm going to go ahead and finish you off. Because we don't want to take any unnecessary damage. I don't mind if the Vex spawns. Because we're pretty ahead of the competition right now. I just don't want to take any unnecessary damage. I don't mind taking damage to defend a building. But you don't want to take damage just for the sake of taking damage. Alright, what do we got here? I'm gonna go ahead and kill you. And then I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna cover you with smoke. And we're gonna come over here and we're gonna hit him. He's got 3 health left, but he's also getting a hit point from this guy right here. So really he's got 2 hit points left. So if we were to kill this guy right here, he would go down to 2 health. Alright, let's see here. Alright, right now, he's gonna pass away at the end of this turn. Which means this guy is gonna take 1 damage from the smoke and 1 damage from losing a hit point from this buff. So he's gonna die, and he's got 1 hit point left. He's also gonna pass. So we're gonna come down here and protect that building. 3 enemies should die this turn. That's 2, there's 3. Alright, we destroyed the beetle leader. We just need to make sure our corporate tower remains standing for the rest of the fight. And this is the last turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot him. I'm going to come over here and we're going to drop a bomb on him. And then we're just going to end the turn here. We didn't kill all the Vec. You don't need to. It's nice if you do because you get all the available XP. But that was a pretty flawless run right there. Alright, he gets 1 mech move. That means you get to move 1 more spot further when you're moving the mech that he pilots. Alright. And now we spin reputation, and we have 6 stars from our objectives that we completed, which means you can spend those 6 stars on reactor cores, overpower your grid, which adds, I think, 3%, 2% every time you upgrade it. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2 reactor cores, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them both in this plane, so both of our planes have 2 range each. And then we are going to move to the second island. But I'm going to end this episode here. It wasn't a perfect run. We failed 1 reputation point. It's not terrible. It would have been nice to 100% the island because you get like a bonus gift at the end, and it makes your life a little easier. But yeah. Make sure you watch the next video because we're going to take on the second corporate island, and then we're going to move to 3 and 4 if we survive it. But we shouldn't have a problem surviving the second island. I'm not worried about the second island. So thank you for watching. Like the comment, subscribe to my channel, and like the comment. No. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.